pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a moment of silence, please. Roll call, Andrea.
Council President Steeritz?
Here.
Councilor Schneider?
Here.
Councilor Stickley?
Here.
Councilor Chamberlain?
Here.
And Councilor Steeritz?
Here.
We have 5 members present. We have a quorum.
Council has had time to go over their prior meetings minutes. Can we get a motion for those?
I'd make a motion to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
Motion to approve the prior meetings minutes moved by Councilor Stickley and seconded by Council President Steeritz. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, committee reports. We have nothing. It's first of the year. Got a lot going on, but nothing to report. So, department heads. Chief Sluter?
If you have the fire department, we got a report I passed out here today. It's just a monthly activity report we've designed and come up with, and we're going to try to provide it to council and mayor once a month, and it'll have some year-to-date statistics on it. We may change format here as we adjust things, but we'll be providing this to you guys, the townships that we serve, and just as a kind of a way to keep up and see as the numbers flow by in the year and what we do. And because I know that we're involved in a lot of different aspects of it, and if you have any questions about any of that, you're always welcome to ask. So that's all I have.
Real quick, 148 calls. Now, does that include transfers too, or?
For monthly, yeah, that's total everything.
That's transfers too. Okay.
I was gonna ask the same questions.
It's a lot of calls.
Yeah,
A
it is.
little over 3 a day.
Yep.
Good description of a good intent / service call.
It's where you just get paged out to. We might get paged out to a CO alarm at a house. We
Gotcha.
get there, it's not a CO alarm, it's a bad battery.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not, that doesn't classify in the, so that's a help a citizen type call.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like your lift assist and stuff like that?
Yeah, it can be. If it's a lift assist that we don't provide medical care on, we just help somebody,
Good
then that's a
intent.
good intent call. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Chief Torres?
Not a lot. We're working on our year end, trying to get everything closed out. As you'll see, most of the agenda here is reference our department. I'll let Tom talk about the contracts a little later. We do have a new business, a motion to accept our VAWA grant. That's the grant that covers the victim advocate that we've had for going on almost 30 years now. I think we're at year 26 for this particular grant. And since it started the first of the year, but we just got notified of it on January 2nd, I kind of need this passed so that we can get it started and we can pay our advocates. And I think that's about it, unless anyone has any questions.
Any questions for Chief?
Do you have any fancy graphs or anything like that?
I can give you one, but all of our calls are good intent calls.
You mean well when you leave.
Yes, they may not like us when we leave, but you know, we mean one.
All right, Dennis?
I just have one item tonight, kind of short time between council meetings, the way it fell this time. Just to let you know that we've got our first round interviews scheduled for later this week, and actually one on Monday for the water treatment plant operator trainee position. So get that process going. I don't have anything else.
How many did you get?
7.
Okay.
Good.
Any questions for Dennis? I think he's a mess, that's all I hear. It's just a mess, but it's gonna get better, right?
Yep.
Soon? All right. Jamie?
So last Friday, I was able to send you the year-end reports. You requested them a little bit earlier, and I did my best. You would notice that the income tax revenue for the year was slightly better than what we had seen throughout the year. It was down 2.8%. we collected 4.1 million, which is not too terribly bad, but we'd like to be like the other municipalities and see a surplus there. Also provided the year-end reports. Managed to, stay within our means and carried a couple balances forward. The water reclamation revenue fund is down because of that huge project that we're still gonna be paying for this year. We've got money encumbered for that. Starting out the new year, it's been pretty busy, working with the insurance companies, trying to get the insurance cards out to our employees. They should be coming in within this week, so do you have any questions?
What do we do in the meantime?
We let our doctors know that our insurance cards are on their way and that we'll get the information to them as soon as possible.
So at Rite Aid and drugstore, just gonna let everything stack up until we get there, or what are they gonna do?
No, I've worked with the employees that have prescriptions to be filled, and we're working with Rite Aid to get them filled.
So
Every
they-
year, it's like this, Harold. Every year, when you start on the 1st, it's some reason it takes a while for them to get their cards to us.
Didn't the company know that we was gonna need them by January 1,
Yes, they did.
but they didn't get around to it?
It's not
I
that they
wasn't
didn't get
able to
around it.
provide the information to them
I mean,
until
I've
the
done mine for
27th.
39 years, and I always tell them, hey, look, if we're gonna switch, we need new cards by January 1. And they say, understand.
But when we went with the insurance company that we went with, when did we sign, our council agree to go with that insurance, the last meeting?
I mean, we sat
Right.
here, Jeff was here, and we was on a speakerphone, and that guy said, no problem. So I don't understand where the problem is. Because he said that it would be no problem. Everything would go smoothly.
Are you on the insurance?
Huh?
Are you on the city's insurance?
No,
Okay.
but the 65 employees are, of the city and their family.
Like I said, when this happens in the past, it's usually because of the timing at the end of the year when we switch it over. It just takes time. PERS just got theirs out, I got it in the mail today, that their
Didn't
new
that guy
cards.
say there would be no problem, Jeff? When we had that speakerphone conversation? He was here.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said, but maybe to him this is no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything will be going smoothly, we'll have no problem, everything will be a transition. I mean, now we're looking at the 15th of January before people show up with cards. The old cards are no good, right?
No, they're
No,
not,
they're
they're
different
from the
company.
end of the year, it's a new policy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've always had to wait on mine too. And like I said, PERS just came in today. And that's and every year, same insurance, it's just a new year. And this is a new company. I can't make any excuses, I'm just saying that when we voted on it, we told them this is when we're in, we'll get the cards as soon as we can. We can't find them if we're not getting our cards.
It's sad when that gentleman said there'll be no problem. That's the only thing I can say.
I didn't hear him say that. I don't know what he said, and I'm not saying that he didn't, and obviously it was, he said that you'd be here before the 1st.
He said the transition between the old company and the new company, everything would go smoothly.
Well,
There'll be no problems.
maybe this is smooth to him.
I don't know.
I haven't had too many employees complain, Jamie, have you? Any other questions for Jamie?
No.
Tom?
So we have 3 resolutions before council tonight, each dealing with one of the unions to approve the respective contract for that union. We have, as I think we've communicated to council, reached agreement on the terms of the contracts. We are, because of the number of revisions, just mostly procedural and repagination. The attorney for the union hasn't completed actually inputting the changes, so we don't have those before you tonight, but as we indicated, the terms are have been agreed upon by both parties. I think we've shared the monetary terms with council. So as soon as, and we want to get these up for reading tonight so that we can get them, the wages and the changes to that stuff implemented immediately since we're past the first year. So that's kind of the story. So one's for the, we have the 3 unions, patrol officers, the command officers, and then the dispatchers and the records tech, Other than that, I don't have much else to report except that the Duke Blue Devils are still ranked #1. That's basketball.
See that dunk the other
Don't follow.
night? A reverse 360 dunk.
Any questions?
So these resolutions that we're gonna entertain tonight, will that set the fire department's personnel mind at ease?
We're working on that issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We've been
don't think
working
that
on it
won't be any
since the
problem
meeting.
coming to an agreement on that.
But we worked on it since Tuesday and we worked on it last week. We're pretty close to getting, it's a little trickier than I thought with going across the city.
So, I mean, I guess I could say we are, in the broader context, looking at the wage survey information that was provided to us and comparing that to our current wage scale to determine whether or not the recommendation should be made to revise that based on the wage survey information, but that, we're still working on that, but hopefully we'll have some answers rather quickly here in this next week or this week yet.
I think as a city, you know, we have to realize our limitations within our revenue. And at some point, we might not be able to compete with some jurisdictions.
Correct.
I know smaller villages, Chief, you know, Delta, Fayette, they become training grounds for good police officers that then are hired out to departments that can pay more.
Right.
It's not the greatest thing. We would like to train and keep them in-house, but sometimes that's not possible because of our revenue. So I think hopefully all departments are keeping that in mind through this process.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're actually doing, is trying to let it be aware that, you know, we can't compare every criteria is different in each city, you know. We may be the same population or the same amount of people, but the tax revenue, you know, coming in is totally different than what we have.
Sure.
So, I mean, we have to look at all aspects, and unfortunately, you know, that's why we're paying Clements and Nelson to do that kind of stuff for us. And hopefully it'll all work out, and I think it is. I think we're on the right trail. Everybody, I've had those who showed up the other day have come in and spoke and are understanding things a little different too. So, all right, are we ready to move on with the legislation then? Resolution 2019-1, authorizing the mayor to enter in an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association Patrol Officers Union and declaring an emergency.
I would make that motion.
Second. Motion to place resolution 2019-1 on emergency reading moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Counselor Schneider. Is there any discussion?
You're in the water?
I'm good, thank you. Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
And Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final reading.
Second?
Motion to place resolution 2019-1 on final reading moved by Council President Steeritz and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
And Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Resolution 2019-2, authorizing the mayor to enter an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association Command Officers Union and declaring an emergency.
I would make that motion also.
I'll second the idea.
Motion to place resolution 2019-2 on emergency reading moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Is there any discussion? Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
And Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final.
Second.
Motion to place resolution 2019-2 on final reading moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Council President Steeritz. Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
And Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Resolution 2019-3, authorizing the mayor to enter an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association records technicians and full-time dispatchers. You guys are a bunch of germs
I
over
know.
here.
I would make that motion.
I know for two.
Were we dealing with 3 unions or just
Yeah, the
3?
patrol officers
yeah.
and dispatchers.
Mhm. Do them all separate because they are different.
Where are we at, Andrew?
Harold made a motion to put it on emergency. I need a second.
Second.
Okay,
No, I didn't make a motion to put it on emergency.
well, that's what you said.
Steve.
Yeah, you did. You said you'd make that motion.
Okay, this is an emergency. This is just
This
for
is
the.
So you're not putting this
for the
one on
resi-
emergency?
No,
Not yet.
they're still on resolution.
We're still on the resolution?
Harold first and then
Nobody
Steve
seconded
second.
it yet.
No one second that?
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
I thought we were on, not 2019-3.
We
We are.
On emergency.
We had, it was
No,
on
okay.
emergency.
Right, but we need the final, and I think that's what everyone was saying. Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
emergency,
We're on-
and then Steve, let's vote.
Okay, but we haven't actually put it on emergency reading yet.
No.
So that's what
Right.
That's what I need to do. So Harold, are you voting to put it on emergency reading? Will you do
Make a
that?
motion.
We
Motion,
gotta
motion?
pass it first, don't we?
No,
Are you gonna put it
on
you gotta
emergency
put it
first?
on emergent, pass it, put it on emergency, then.
Then
you
we
Then
vote.
you
vote.
have a final reading.
We're totally
Yeah.
confused.
Just
All
like-
right, I made that motion
I'll-
Okay,
for
and you'll
emergency.
second it?
I'll second
Oh,
it.
praise the Lord. Okay. Motion to place resolution 2018-3 on emergency, moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Council President Steeritz. Is there any discussion? Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
And Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Let's have, is it final reading time?
Please.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Oh, praise the Lord. Okay. Motion to place resolution 2019-3 on final reading, moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Steeritz. Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
And Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank goodness, we have nothing on second and third reading, that we can move on to new business. And we have the Violence Against Women Act. You need a motion? Sorry,
I'll second
I
that.
didn't present that very
That's
well.
okay. Motion to accept the VAWA Violence Against Women's Act grant, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Council President Steeritz. Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
And Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for doing the grant. We need a motion to accept mayor's appointments to various boards and commissions. We have more coming.
I would make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion to accept the mayor's appointments to the various boards and commissions, moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Council President Steeritz. Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Before we move on to the bills, there is one thing I knew I wanted to talk about, and Shane, you're gonna laugh at me on this one. The 1%, we want bonus or wages. I would like to reevaluate that to wages. You asked me if I was sure. Well, I'm asking for a changeover. It's not gonna make a difference in the price as far as it's just not gonna be a bonus for the administration. It
How do
would
we
be
do that?
wages. You just don't vote. If you're against changing it over, you vote. You would say that you're against it. I need a 3/4 vote to go against my, what I'm
So it's not a
voting for.
bonus, it's a wage.
It
It's
would go to
attaching-
their
it's
wage,
attaching.
1% to their wage, yeah, yes. I remember distinctly he asking me,
Yeah.
and I'd like to change it for certain reasons of some that are going to be retiring.
Do you feel that 1% is appropriate to attach, Mayor? I mean, you okay with that?
Oh, no, I'd love to give him 10%,
No,
but no.
but
no.
you're okay with 1%?
I'm okay with the
Yeah.
1%.
I have no
yes.
problem with it.
Okay. All right.
I have
then-
one item for new business before you, if you're done, Mayor.
I thought there was one more thing
Okay.
that we were gonna bring
Right
up
here.
in new business. Oh, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. The following dates for the committee of the whole meetings. Andrea had set them out for you guys to agree upon. but then there's a change in time from 7:45 back to 7:30. The reason is, I would like to, instead of calling the administration into this meeting, because we have so many questions, so many Q&A time, that I feel that they would be more beneficial to you in your committee of the whole meetings. That's more or less my opinion. I asked them first, and they didn't care one way or another. They're in here at that time. Regardless, most of them are here by 7 o'clock, so they're, I think it would be a good.
Sorry about that.
I think it would be a good situation for everyone. And then if council would like to have them at the council meeting, they can request, well, can you come to council meeting so we can, if there's more to discuss, or somebody's gonna be here that wants to talk to them, whatever, or I can even ask them to be here as well for certain reasons like budget, or there's been issues, with the PD that you feel that he needs to be at the committee or at the council meeting. Actually, poor chief, he's probably gonna
I'll
be
be
here
here.
regardless, because we do want one patrol officer. According to Jeff Steeritz, he would feel better if we had an officer in the meeting, but
At the council meeting. Unless
at the
Shane,
council meeting.
unless Shane brings his gun.
Well.
Taser.
But,
Taser, yeah.
uh,
Anyways, I just feel that it would be better for them to be able to get information that's needed for you when you have a question, that they can get that for you, or go to their office and get it, and it'd be more beneficial.
Let me put it this way. Why don't we wait one meeting?
Right, that's what I was gonna
That way we got
suggest.
time to
Discuss
think
it.
about it and discuss it. And then, we tell Rick too. That way we got time to at least think about it.
How this started was the
So-
mayor just more or less told them years ago, and you're thinking it was
I think it was
Matheny.
your thing.
Yeah, and just said, we feel that you need to be here. There's nothing written, they have to be here, it's not, they need to be available. And I feel that because they all are here in the morning and they don't have any issues with that, it's the fact that you guys would be able to ask them questions and they could get the answers, or kind of be more of a back and forth discussion that way. And then if needed, they still can come to council for a certain agenda.
Yeah, myself, I'd just rather wait one meeting.
I wouldn't have done this if we wouldn't have these, but each one of us have these now, that, Jamie's sending everything to you that you can just, and then you got committee of the whole that you can discuss things with her there, and so.
Is that okay with the rest of you guys? We wait?
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to chat about it.
Okay. I wanted to bring that up to you today. Yeah, thank you for, and the time frame would probably go to 7:30. Again, that's up to you guys to make that decision. If you can get it done at 7:45, that's fine. I know you guys are all busy now, so. Okay, Shane.
Yeah, just new business. I was wondering if I could get permission to miss a council meeting on February 4 to attend a daughter's sporting event.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, one other thing. Can you give me another chart like you did for drug court, like you did last
Yeah.
year? Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I looked at it, but it expired.
Sure.
Okay.
Or, if the law firm wants to call their third party and get that to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be at all times.
Chart.
Sorry
Can
about
we just
tracking.
get
He's
the
just
Can you
being
check and see
sarcastic.
what's at the bars?
We'll just get him an ankle bracelet. I won't be here on the 17th to council hall.
February 17th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta get permission from your brother.
I don't know.
He's got my,
I got it.
Anything
I
else?
tried his Jeep, so I got
For
it.
new business? Do we have a motion to approve the bills as presented?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion to approve and pay the bills is presented, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Council President Steeritz. Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Steeritz?
Yes.
Counselor Steeritz?
Yeah.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
And Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, all we need is a motion for adjournment.
I would make that motion.
I got it.
Motion to adjourn moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Counselor Steeritz. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay.
Tom,
Thank
Tom's
you,
got
guys.
it. Yeah, Tom, you
Thank you.
got time to get gas.
Thank you.
Hey, Rick.